friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Holly, and today I'm sharing a recipe for wild rice casserole, and it's really easy to make, and I will leave the link down below so you can get that recipe. You will need some wild rice medley, and you will need 4 cups of it cooked. And I was not able to find it just as a regular wild rice medley. The only one I could find was the Ben's original it has this herbs and seasoning in it, and I didn't want to use this because of how much sodium is in it, but this was the only thing I could find in my store. That was even in Walmart and at my local grocery store. So I'm going to go ahead and use this, and if you can find the regular wild rice medley, that would be probably better to use, but this did have a lot of good flavor in it. You will need 1 medium onion chopped, 3 medium carrots diced, and 3 stalks of celery diced. You will need 2 cups of shredded chicken, and I'm using a rotisserie chicken because that made this a lot easier to make. You will need 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. You will need, now I'm not going to use the coarse kosher salt or the pepper in this, just because the box that I'm using already has seasoning. But if you're able to find it, then I would use the salt and pepper. But since this already has the 25 herbs and or 23 herbs and seasoning, I'm just not going to use that. But like I said, if you can find the original, just regular plain rice, then you would need to add that. 3 cloves of minced garlic, and I believe it's 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, and you want some parsley for garnish. And you will need 2 cups of chicken broth or chicken stock, and I'm also using the low sodium version of that. Now the first thing you will need to do is melt your 4 tablespoons of butter, and you want to just melt that down, and once that's melted, add your vegetables to it, and you want to cook this down for about 8 minutes or so until it becomes softened and the onions are translucent. But I also like to cook it just a little bit for those carrots to be cooked just a little bit more. Now add your garlic cloves, and you want to cook that down for just about a minute or so, and it'll start to get fragrant. Then add your all-purpose flour, and then you want to stir this in to incorporate that, and just cook it for a few minutes. Now add your chicken broth or your stock, and you want to just stir that in well, and that flour will help this to thicken up just a little bit. And as it thickens, at this point is when you would add the salt and pepper, but since I'm not going to add that, I'm leaving this out. I will go to the next step. But if you're doing this with the regular rice, then you would want to add that salt and pepper. Now add your rotisserie chicken that's cooked, and this saved a lot of time for me, and just stir that in. Now start to add your cooked rice into this, and you want to just stir it well, and just make sure all of that mixture gets coated with the rice. Now take a 9x13 pan, an oven-safe dish, and you will coat that with some butter, and I just used unsalted butter for that also. And just spoon in your rice mixture, and then put this on 350 in the oven, and I left it uncovered. And then you will cook this for about 20 minutes, and once it starts to bubble up a little bit, that's when it should be done, because everything's already cooked. But you just want to heat it through, and then just add some parsley on top. And this is what it looks like when it's done. And I did add some asparagus to this. I decided I wanted a vegetable, even though it has carrots and that in it. I just wanted something extra. And please forgive me for the lighting in this. My ring light went out, so it's a little bit darker than usual. But I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more videos like it, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell. That will notify you when I post new videos. I thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope everyone has a blessed day. God bless y'all.